Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing a little cut test today to demonstrate how the Spyderco Sharpmaker can bring a blade back to life. This knife is a cheap stainless Chinese made knife with a bent tip that I stole from my brother's toolbox, so probably, I don't know, 15 years ago. And this is just like a really dull knife. It couldn't grab paper at all. So I started out by working with the Spyderco Sharpmaker, my first time. This is like my practice blade with it. And it seemed to be doing some good, but didn't do quite the job in as speedy a manner as I had hoped. So I used the Easy Lap sharpening rod on it, and it seemed to perk up the blade a lot faster. So what I'm going to do is give you a cut test right now to show you how bad the blade still is, and then I'm going to go back and work the Spyderco Sharpmaker to hopefully bring the blade to paper cutting acceptability. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to hair cutting, but anyway. This is just to show you how poorly this blade cuts. It's this is okay actually right here, but I made a bunch of other cuts and the blade was ripping the paper or tearing it rather than cutting it. It's got a couple sticking points. Trying to cut at all angles, cutting steep and shallow. That's like totally tearing the paper. If I do it at that's tearing the paper. That's tearing the paper. Let's do it. Try another angle. That's tearing the paper. Okay, so you saw that we got a few good slices, and then kind of it went downhill from there. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the knife, and we'll see what happens. Hey everybody, alright, I'm back. I am done sharpening the knife again, and you know, just to cover what we had said earlier, this knife was so dull that it wouldn't even catch an edge. Couldn't grab paper, couldn't cut at all, and I brought it to a point where it can cut paper and grab an edge. It's not hair whittling sharp, but I can now grab paper with it. Look at that. I'm not holding the paper that tight, but at least it's grabbing, and never was able to grab paper in the past at all. So the fact that it can even do this is a great sign. So here we're ripping a little bit, but yeah, not so good. Yeah, so well, so slice. I've got to keep it close to my fingers. Again, that's not too bad at all. Not too bad. Just as a little comparison here with this paper, let me pull out my my little samurai sword. Of course, the paramilitary 2, on the same piece of paper. And this thing, you just put it anywhere, and it's just like butter, right? Anywhere you put. Look at this thing. Just like a, oh my God. You can just set this knife anywhere on anything, and it'll, well, hey, that even grabbed right there. So this thing is just ridiculously sharp. This knife is hair whittling sharp. I can cut the hair on my arm no problem, and you can probably see it coming off right there. There you go. It's a clean patch Of course, this knife is nowhere near that. It's not even like really sharp, but anyway, it's gone from nothing to being able to do something, and that's a huge improvement. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you guys have any tips or recommendations for me, I'd appreciate it as I'm learning how to use the Sharpmaker. I think I'm more consistent with this than the Easy Lap, because the Easy Lap requires a real steady hand, and so I think I'm getting some better results with this, but I'd like to take it to the next level, and I've been practicing with the Easy Lap now probably about a good 4 or 5 times. I think I'm getting better at the angle, but if you guys have any recommendations about the motion of the movement with the knife, that'd be great, because right now I'm sort of, while we're here, I'm taking the knife and I am this is not how I'm usually doing it, I'm just doing this for the camera. I'm going down, I'm pulling back, and I'm, you know, that kind of movement where I'm pulling back, and that got a little bit off because I'm at a weird angle, but trying to keep the knife horizontal and keep it straight up and go down and pull back, and I think I'm having to change the angle at the end to grab that tip, but let me know if I'm doing anything wrong. I'd appreciate it. Thanks, guys.